How was your break, and what were you able to kind of tap into a little bit?
I think for everybody, AllStar Break is always a point in the season where you could probably get complete agreement that everybody could use a couple days. So you get a chance to reconnect with your family and do some of those things, and then it's hard to you don't try to get basketball completely off your mind because it's coming again quick, but you're ready to get going again.
When you guys have 26 games left in the regular season, just when you look back at the first 56, what stuck out to you is where you guys can continue to improve, and how do you hope you can execute that in the last third of the season?
Yeah, I think we've been inconsistent in some areas. There's a little bit, you can't wallow in it, but with Onyeka's situation now, he was really playing well, and we've lost some key guys at various times, so it's kind of trying to look through that and beyond that and see the things that we need to do better, and you land on our defense. So you have a chance to kind of look at that. No real epiphanies there, just a lot of things we need to continue to be better at. Various things that we've tried to do throughout the course of the season, and doubling down on some of the habits that we know are important, and then to the extent there's some things that you can tweak to try to give yourself a better chance to be good, you do that.
As far as, you mentioned Onyeka, Clint, they were injured heading into the break. Just how were they coming back, and are they feeling any better?
I think Onyeka, it's tough because he's, even before Clint went out, he's someone that you can just see his progress. He's getting better in a lot of areas, and some of the things he does and does well give us another dimension, but on both ends of the floor. So losing him for, I don't want to speak out of turn as far as a timeline goes, but he's not going to be available for the foreseeable future. So Bruno's someone that's had to step up in Clint's absence, and we'll get Clint back, but he'll be in a situation where he has, it's been a few weeks since he's played, and I'm sure he'll be on some sort of minutes restriction with respect to that. So those are just things we need to continue to work through, and that we've got to be better containing the ball. It starts there, and then there's other situations where we need to be able to help each other more. So that's true regardless of who's on the floor.
When it comes to injuries, and specifically with the bigs, do you feel in a tough position as far as not being able to add to the roster to get that big, especially kind of relying on Jalen to play the five in those backup minutes?
Yeah, that's where it is. As you said, Bruno's done a really good job in the opportunities that he's had to play. We need to have him continue, to impact the game and continue to get better. In Jalen's case, it's good we have him back, because now, your roster pushes to the right, so to speak. If he's playing the five, now we're looking at Hunt and Sadiq is two guys that can fill those spots at the 3 and the 4. So we need to continue to have the Garrisons and the Wesses and those guys be ready to go, which they've been. We need our guards to step up a level, and I think they're capable of doing that, on the defensive end in particular.
Coach, sorry to look back versus looking forward, but were you able to check out AllStar Break and watch Trey and the three-point contest skills?
Yeah, I was more interested in Trey than I was the game, and I see Trey a fair amount, so I wasn't I was a casual observer. But that's such a great event, on so many different levels. You don't really define All-Star Weekend on the game, but I know they scored a lot of points.
He was right there in the three-point competition.
I told him that. I thought he had that one, but it was great that he got a chance to go there and represent us.
Coach, I know you've preached the importance of the G League and the Skyhawks. Just with AJ going down there, what do you hope to see out of him and what he gets from that team?
Well, it's great that he's going to have a chance to play, and I think that Kobe, early in the year was banged up and he didn't have a chance to play, and Mo in the same situation, and we've had Seth and then Veet who came in, and then he was a little banged up. So the key for all those guys is just the reps on the court, and I think sometimes you can get focused on playing in an NBA game, and sometimes that's hard. We've got a backcourt with 3 guys and Bogey and Trey and DJ obviously that eat a lot of minutes. So the opportunity for some of those other guys to go in and get minutes and get better and get feed. Competition always gives you feedback, and that's an important thing. And I think it's something AJ's embracing, and he'll be excited that he's there. I think that's generally what happens is, guys don't really know what to expect. And as I've said before, I think Ryan and his staff, have just done a terrific job, and we're confident when our guys are there that they're going to get better.
The AllStar break over, it's kind of the final push. Are you guys ready for this final push?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you define ready, I wish we had we'd be more ready. But a lot of that, yeah, you're focused, and as you said, everything's out there, and a lot of things that you've done throughout the course of the year. You need to improve on the things you know what that is. You know the areas that you need to double down on and continue to emphasize and execute, and then the areas where you need to be better. And as you said, it's a shorter period of time, but because of that, even more important.
Is there a message you need to say to the guys? These guys know what this means.
There's messages throughout the course of the year. I think the timing of it, most of these guys have had experience in the league, and they know that the push, as you put it, after AllStar break, and we're getting down to a stretch run, and as there's fewer and fewer games, I won't say they become more important, but certainly they become more impactful. And that's something I think our guys are aware of, and that needs to translate to how we compete and how we play.
Is there another step you need to see them take in these final 27?
I think there's a lot of steps that we've wanted to take throughout the course of the year. So that's the idea. You want to take steps, and taking 3 steps is better than taking 1.